Well, 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 look what the damn cat drug in. Wow. If it isn't little old me and little old you reuniting at last. I had an hour-long video that I recorded for you guys like 2 days ago, but I cried. I didn't make any sense. I sounded like I was just making excuses, and then I realized, I was like, dude, you sound the exact same as when you left 4 months ago. What changed? And I was like, no, Sarah, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Not really, but like, obviously, I'm not in some remoted island in the Bahamas or something. Not yet, maybe. I don't think that's my calling though. But yeah, I wish I had a crazy story. I don't. I needed a reboot. I needed to restart myself. And sometimes that has to be done off of camera. In solidation. But I don't know, you guys. I felt like I reached my breaking point. I just did. I wasn't having positive thoughts about myself. I wasn't having positive thoughts about my YouTube channel, about my content, about anything. And that's not me. You guys know that. That's not me. And I feel like due to my negligence, I allowed myself to become like pessimistic and sad as a default. And then I became so used to that that was my new normal. And I missed being goofy. Like you guys know, I always have my goofy side because I've always, I don't know why, but I've just used humor as like a mask of everything. If I'm sad, if I'm uncomfortable, if I'm embarrassed, if I'm depressed, like I will crack the dumbest jokes. I'll say the stuff that just doesn't make sense. That's when I feel my most normal, is when I'm being weird. But it just got to the point where I was only being like that on camera. And I wasn't being like that off of camera. And it's because I'm so freaking comfortable with you guys. You're my best freaking friend. So, and you guys probably know how it is. Like, you are your true self around your best friend, and then you're a little bit shyer, or you kind of have different walls up when you're not around your best friend. And like when I'm not around you guys, or my camera, I guess I should say, or I'm not talking to you guys, or I'm not thinking about you guys, like I'm not kidding you when I say every step I take, I was literally thinking of you. I'm sweating already. That hasn't changed. I'm still a mess. But everything I did, it was like for you guys, if that made sense. And I wasn't doing anything for myself anymore. If I wanted to plant a freaking cucumber plant, I felt like I had to record it and make content out of it. One, in hopes that I could pay my electricity bill. And two, because like that's what I love to do. I love to make content. But I used to just make content because I wanted to, not because I felt like I needed to, you know? And those of you who have been here for all of the years, you'll know that when I first started YouTube, I never wanted to make a freaking penny. It wasn't my job. It was something that I did because it was fun. And then it started going really well, and I realized the potential that I could, like the potential income that I could make from YouTube. And so I turned YouTube into my job. And that was where I went wrong. I went so freaking wrong. And if I could go back and rewind, that is the #1 thing I would have done. I wish I never did that. Why did you guys let me do that? And half of you guys peer pressured me into doing that. And look at what you did. I'm kidding. I'm not being mean. No fingers are pointed at you, only at me. But yeah, I wasn't being my freaking self. And then I had an existential crisis because I took a step back, right? And then I realized how much of life I had been missing out on because I was so wrapped up in social media. And that's what's even more crazy, is like I'm not really even on social media like that, or I would tell myself. But it's like every freaking waking moment had to be scrolling on something, you know? I would act like I'm not addicted to social media, but yet every waking hour I had to be listening to YouTube. I had to be thinking about YouTube, writing notes for YouTube. It was like my world revolved around YouTube, but it was getting me nowhere, if that made sense, or if that makes any sense. And, you know, I will admit it, I became embarrassed of the fact that I even was, like, I'm considered a YouTuber. You know what I mean? And then it was so embarrassing, you guys, because as I said, I started having, like, it's like I woke up all of a sudden. Somebody turned the freaking lights on. And, you know, I went to go see family members that I haven't seen in a really long time due to just being ignorant. It's like life years have moved on. And I know I can't beat myself up too bad about it because my memory is already another walk in the park. But I just was like, what the hell have I been doing? I feel like I failed my channel. I felt like I failed you guys. I felt like I failed my friends, failed my family, failed myself, failed my relationships. And I felt like it was, I was at a point of no return. It was like, it was too late. Too late to try to mend things that should have been mended. Like, not like should have been mended, but just like, you know. And that's another thing, you guys, is I feel like I don't really have anybody to talk to anymore. Because I didn't want to sound like I was just always freaking complaining. That's not me. You guys know that. That's not me. I know who I am. And I did. I was like, you have to fix, not like fix, because nothing's really broken, but I was like, you need to evolve. You need to move past this. You need to stop being sad. You need to stop basing your life on a story that happened, an event that happened. It's like, I solidified my entire life around the death of my parents, around sadness. It's like I'm a walking piece of grief. I'm a grief jerky stick. I'm a sweaty beef jerky stick is what I am. But yeah. And so I just had to do something about it. I needed to get my passion back for reading. And again, half of the time I'd read a book, it was because I wanted to review it for you guys, not because I wanted to read it. Not because Sarah wanted to. Like, I'm not being rude, but forget Sarah K. I'm Sarah. I'm Sarah. I'm Sarah. And I read all your guys' comments, and then I beat myself up mentally and physically because I kept telling myself, just make a video. Just record a video. Just tell people that you are done being sad, that you want to make a change, and that you're ready to prove that I'm ready to make a change. That's how I wanted it to be. But then I'd get all sad. I'd be like, well, what if? What if I should have done that? What if I should do this? What if? You know? And then when I finally did sit down, I couldn't stop myself from crying. I was playing the victim. I was making victims. But I was just like, Sarah, that's not freaking you. I was even talking to my friend Kayla. She was like, girl, like, yeah, YouTube just, it's fine. I go, I haven't been uploading. And she's like, so? Yeah. And like, I'm not being, you know, down on myself when I say this, but YouTube isn't my job anymore. I don't make a penny off of YouTube. I try. But then it was like, that's where I felt like I was going freaking crazy. I was trying to monetize myself, monetize my personality. You can't do that, especially when you're priceless. I'm kidding. But, yeah, you can't do that. And that's what I was trying to do. And I've heard so many people that up and just quit YouTube that they were saying, I was tired of putting on a front. I've never put on a front with you guys, but I was tired of being sad, and I was tired of you guys seeing me sad. You know, because that's not how we met. We met cracking jokes and having fun. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with life hindering us. There's nothing wrong with having a setback. There's nothing wrong with being sad. And there's nothing wrong with being alone and feeling your emotions. And when I say being alone, I just mean like not being on camera. Yeah, you guys, it was just silly. And I know you guys will say over and over again, oh, you don't let us down. You've never let us down. Shush. Because you're disappointed. A part of you better be disappointed in me or this ain't love. But yeah, you guys, and more than anything, jokes aside, giggles aside, I can't thank you guys enough for still being here, you know? Like, it's so easy to just, like, to give up on people or to give up on somebody. And so I don't know where I would be if it weren't for each and every single one of you. And you all are so important. And I honestly felt like for the last year, maybe even longer, I've been literally pouring from an empty cup. I've been trying, because like I said, you guys mean the world to me. But it got to the point where I cared more about you guys than I did myself. And I've never felt that before. I've never been in that sort of mindset before. I've always been confident, even when I had a face full of acne. So it was like, I needed to sit down and just start journaling again and just to be a human. And one of you guys left an amazing comment yesterday. And you guys were saying, you know, Sarah posted a video titled A Friendly Reminder, and it was a friendly reminder to you guys, but I needed to keep reminding myself of it, and I didn't. I posted that video, and it was kind of like, oh yeah, I need to take my own advice, but I didn't. And I just stayed in a creative rut. I kept trying to be an artist. I kept trying to be the comedian. I kept trying to be the makeup artist. But I wasn't even allowing myself to be human first. I wasn't even feeding my body correctly. I wasn't even drinking enough water, you know? Paying attention to the little things. I was just too worried about, like, you guys and how you were doing. And if I could make you laugh, as opposed to like, damn, Sarah, you gonna be laughing and cracking jokes after you turn off the camera? And that's not fair. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to you guys. You know? I want to be my genuine self on camera, and that's me being funny. That's me being goofy and carefree and light, you know? And I can't help you guys if I can't help myself. And just coming to the realization, and a lot of you guys were helping me as well. The tough love I need, the constructive criticism, I need that. That's how I grow. That's how I grow. But, yeah, I needed to hear it from you guys too. Some of you guys were like, girl, you need to freaking do something about it. Go freaking exercise. Like, stop crying about everything. And you guys were right. Like, seriously, you were right. You know, I can't stay stuck in a stupid survival mode. I gotta live life. And that's where I kind of was. I was like, damn, you've been stuck in survival mode for how many years? How many decades? So when I stepped out the clown car, everybody was like, who the hell are you? Like, my family was probably like, girl. Yeah. It's so strange. And like, I want to be able to talk to you guys about stuff like this too, but I just felt like I was just like a broken freaking record. Maybe the story was different, but the attitude and the demeanor was still the same. And that just, I needed to do something about it. Because it's so easy for the negative thoughts to crystallize into a personality, to crystallize into literally being you. So when you say, yeah, I'm depressed, yeah, I'm sad, yeah, this, yeah, that, you become it. You literally become it. And I've preached about this for so long. So please, don't just look at me as inspiration. Please learn from my mistakes. Sadness doesn't give anybody a break. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important that we take care of ourselves. Our mind, our body, our soul. This little avatar needs to be taken care of. It needs to be taken to cool places. It needs to be loved for, and it needs to love. And sometimes when we just hinder ourselves with like the negative thoughts back to back to back to back to back, you get tired, and I was tired of it. I was tired of it. Tired, embarrassed, and ashamed. I basically was naked and afraid. But yeah, you guys, I needed to care for my real world as much as I care for my virtual world. You know? And when I'm not thinking as I should, and when I'm worried about the wrong things, how the heck, how are we gonna get anything done? You know? Yeah, it's just, it is. And then it sucks when you pop out of it and you're just like, oh my God, what did I do? What have I caused? Something else, I tell you. But I have a lot of stuff. Not really. I wish I did. I wish I was coming back. Like, I just read an amazing book called The Time Machine. And it's about this guy who goes into the future like 800,000 years, something like that. Like, it's the year 800,000. Like how we're in 2000, it's 800,000. And it opened my eyes to so much. Like, you guys, I have a lot that I want to talk to you about, but I didn't want to just come onto YouTube and like be like, oh, here's a random makeup tutorial. Oh, here's a random book I read. Oh, here's what I've been doing, you know? I needed to apologize. I needed to take accountability, you know? And that shit sucks. Sucks. But as I said, actions, as I said, like I said this today, but no, but what I am going to tell you is actions speak louder than words, so I don't want to waste too much time sitting here rambling. Like, I was dumbfounded yesterday when my video was, not yesterday, like a few days ago, when it was an hour and 15 minutes long. I'm not gonna do that to you yet. Not quite yet. I gotta have something cool to talk about. Not just, oh. But yeah, so I have a lot planned that I want to talk to you guys about. This is turning into my fun space now, okay? I have like 2 items that I need to talk to you guys about. And then after I talk to you about them, then I'll probably, I'll tell you a little bit more of what I'm really thinking, alright? Because I'm a little bit annoyed just thinking about it. But yeah, I'm done with the trying to make money on here. It was literally eating me alive. And it was never like that in the first place. And it's not even that you guys can control it. So that's why I was also beating myself up, because I'm like, don't freaking blame them. It's not their fault. So then I was just so, I was so annoyed. But those thoughts are gone. Gone with the wind. And I'm done. Okay? I'm fed up and I'm sick of it. I've slapped myself on the back of the wrist too many times. I've learned my lesson. But I'm always here. Okay? Please never ever worry. Don't ever worry. That's the last thing. And I was like, I don't want to keep rambling about it, but I did. I felt like I was in the worst echo chamber ever. I felt like I just wasn't being creative. I wasn't. The topics that I was starting to talk about, everybody was talking about. Yeah, they're very important. So important. I might still talk about it, but I was just like, I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but I wasn't, and you guys might not see it as that way, but I didn't feel original. So I would just turn on the camera and make juice with you guys, as opposed to talking about what I wanted to talk about. Like, I've been wanting to talk about the poor children for so freaking long, but then I was like, Sarah, 1 million people, this topic is trending right now. And I just felt like I wasn't gonna shed light on anything new. There was nothing new under the sun for me. And I was like, what? That's never been an issue for me. But when you allow yourself to, like I said, stay stuck inside of this like echo chamber of just like everybody doing the same thing, it's hard not to. You know what I mean? It's hard to use your imagination. It's hard to be creative. And that's why I forced myself to start doing that. Yeah, but like I said, I needed to pause, take a deep breath, and just regroup. Just regroup. Yeah. Because I want to be a better friend. I want to give the best advice that I can give. But I have to think from the right spot first. And I wasn't. I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't acting right. I wasn't moving my body in the ways it should for opportunities to bloom. You know? So yeah, I want to kind of try to make this short, even though it's 20 minutes. I just wanted to apologize immensely. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart just for being so amazing. As I said, sometimes it's easier to be rude, be sad. It's almost easier to see the darkness of the world than it is to see the light. Yeah, so again, I apologize sincerely. I don't ever want to feel like I need to take a break again. It's my timer. I gave myself 25 minutes and I kind of stuck to it, so. But yeah, please make sure that you guys are taking care of yourself. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to end up like me, okay? And then 100+ days are going to pass and you're going to be like, freaking A, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, makeup is staying on today. Makeup is staying on. We're not going to be sad. We are happy. We are ready for this new chapter in life. And yeah. Thank you guys for still being along on the ride. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, I think that does it for this video. I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully you don't get sick of me. Alright? I'm playing the game by my rules now. Mine. So step in the ring if you want to, baby. Step in. But yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful Monday. It's Monday, yeah. Or whatever day of the week it is that you happen to be seeing this, but I hope you have a beautiful day. Please make sure to eat a delicious meal before you go to bed. Drink some water, get some sunlight, plant a flower, touch a tree, and smile at a butterfly, okay? It's the little things. But I love you guys so much. So much. And I will see you later. Okay? I promise, like literally later. Meaning, I'm not gonna let you down. Okay? Okay.